All right, so I really wanted to film a sketchbook tour of this sketchbook, and I still will, but I don't think that's going to happen until early December. So I figured since I had promised a video for November that this time I'll just show my final spread in the sketchbook and then my first page of my new one before I do an actual official tour. I briefly mentioned this in my last two videos. You can probably count also the one that I did on my birthday, but basically I haven't really worked in the sketchbook much since September. In September, I released the video about my annual birthday self-portrait, and then from September to October, I was working on my Artoween challenge, which I made a video of last time, and it's basically an art challenge that I do to motivate myself to make more art for my illustration portfolio so that I can, send out pitches for jobs and stuff. Whatever little time I had left during the rest of the month of October was used to finish up my Halloween costume and to get ready for Feria de Comics, which lasted from October 31st to November 2nd. All of the business cards and almost all of the stickers that I'm using in this spread are from that event. I met a lot of really cool artists that also had booths there, and once I do the actual sketchbook tour, I'll be able to go more in depth about each and every single one of them. And pretty much immediately after Feria de Comics, I spend most of the month of November working at Color Caribe with the Colectivo Morivivi, which is the muralist collective that I work for. I'm pretty proud of the finished result, and if you guys follow him on Instagram, you can check it out too. And that's where that green armband that you can see me clip into my sketchbook just now is from. I really wanted to include all of the business cards that I got, but unfortunately some of them are pretty thick and this sketchbook is about to burst, so I kind of had to call it a day. I decided to just use that little space in to write the date. I usually don't do it there. I usually do it right at the back of the sketchbook, but I didn't really leave myself any room to do that. Unfortunately, I kind of forgot about that, and so this is where we're at. It's January 2022 to November 2023. So, pretty fast turnaround, I think. Like I said, I will absolutely be filming an in-depth sketchbook tour where I'll explain what everything is. But for now, this is just the comparison between the finished sketchbook and what the same sketchbook looks like while it's still closed. This new sketchbook that I'm going to start right now is the same as my last one, except it's used, so there's less pages. I got this one used from my little sister. She was using it as a journal and then she just never used it again, and so she gave it to me. I ended up just taking out the pages that she used and just sort of trying to fix that in. So if you see a tear, that's why. But basically, I decided to go all out because since I haven't really had time to work in my sketchbook, I wanted to use everything. I use Copic markers, Posca pens, I use Sakura gel pens, I use coloring pencil, and I think I also use a Sharpie. Obviously, this is a time lapse and we're going fast. This is the reference picture. I'll tag her in the description of the video and also when I post it on Instagram, which, by the way, has been kind of sucking even more lately. So if you guys want to follow me on there, that would be very much appreciated. I really like to use Instagram for when I make promotional videos just because more people stop and read than they would on TikTok, but it has not been going well. So if you want to go down there, please. Figured since I drew a clown that I'd just keep that going, which is where all the polka dot washi tape comes from. Don't know how to feel about that since that's not really a theme I usually draw, but it's cute. Also used the first page to spread my anti-fondant agenda. I'm a frosting girl and frosting only. Decided to prep this baby from the get-go instead of waiting for it to start to get bulky, and so I added 2 strings and an elastic band just like the last one. And we are officially started with a new sketchbook. Keep your eyes open for my sketchbook tour, and thanks for watching.